Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Yeah Maybe podcast. It's really early. It's like 4 a.m.
No.
The sun just started beaming.
No, it's like clouds rolling by today.
I love that stuff. We are going to do the best podcast I think we've ever done.
That can't be true.
We'll find out at the end. Stay tuned. Did I say this is the Yeah Maybe podcast? This is the Yeah Maybe podcast. Brought to you by Lee. This is our studio. We're going to go blind every other 10 seconds. This is the kind of sunlight that makes my eyes shut.
I think any kind of sunlight would make your eyes shut.
It doesn't take much.
You got something in your eyelashes.
Don't poke them with a
bottom eyelashes.
pencil.
It's brown. There it is.
Got it.
What was that? A bean?
I think a bean sprout.
Refried beans?
No, I hate refried beans. I don't like beans too much in general.
You eat them every time I make them for you.
Yeah? I'm not one to be picky.
And you say, actually, these aren't that bad.
Which ones?
Any beans I make.
If you made fried beans, I wouldn't like them.
Would I make fried beans?
Nope. That's why we're friends. It's a beautiful sunny day outside in Cincinnati, Ohio. I think we have a high of 70 today. Maybe a little more than that. What do you think?
My phone said 70.
Wow, 70 on the nose. And I have a big nose. They were wondering. Now they know. We're going to talk about some stuff today.
Do we actually have a plan?
No, not really.
Okay.
I think we might talk about some things and then ask questions.
I need to do jumping jacks.
All right, go for it. My eyes are going to shut. I have the sniffles.
I told you it's because the weather changed dramatically.
Oh. I just want it to be warm and for me to feel good. And now my eyes are shutting.
Welcome to our podcast. My name is Lee and this is James. How boring is that?
It's not boring. It's the truth.
I like made up names better.
Do you want me to make up names?
Yeah.
I'm Pencil and you're Pen. Do you feel better?
No.
Hey, Lee.
Mm.
What's something that's been good today or in the last couple of days in your life?
Well, the weather has been warm for a couple days.
Yeah, I messed up.
Why?
What's been bad in your life?
Yeah, okay. I had my period last week, and it just never is fun, so it's definitely going to be a pit for me every time it comes. I don't like it. It's a mess. It makes me feel sick. I don't like being sick once a month. That seems messed up, doesn't it?
I agree.
Once a month I'm sick, at least for 1 to some more days. Another pit is Toadie's back and neck has been a little messed up, and he hasn't been able to go on walks. We've gotten him on a few walks, but we've had to carry him home because he can't walk. He's walking a little hunchbacky and hobbling. At home, he's totally fine. And I've gone to the vet and talked to my vet, and we don't really know what's going on yet, and I'm hoping it just goes away. But I don't like it. I don't like going on walks without Toadie. It feels wrong. And I feel lonely, and only Gus is there, and Gus isn't my dog.
No.
He also walks next to us, so I don't really get to watch him walking, which I really like to watch Toadie walking. So that's definitely my pit.
Gus walks funny.
Gus walks funny. My peak is that the weather's been warm and I was able to wear a skirt yesterday, and I really like wearing skirts.
I don't think I've ever worn a skirt.
It's like a blanket.
I've worn a dress. Like a princess dress.
Cool, it's not the same as that.
No?
I'm assuming that dress didn't fit you.
No, and it was made of plastic.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
It's not like that.
No?
Mm-mm.
Much nicer?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. All right. Peaks and pits. My pit. Now, this is a really, really bad pit. Oh, I know what it could be. I drove my Mercedes home. It's a luxury 4-door sedan. Very nice.
No, it smells like garbage.
Right. Luxury.
It's
And
old and stinky.
that's how luxury used to be.
No, it's really stinky.
Smells like money.
No, it smells like
Smells like culture.
very,
Luxury.
very old garage that Diesel's been leaking in for years.
Smells like leather. Like a nice leather boot. But I drove it home just once, and the brake line broke and blew. So I have to fix it now.
And the way that James drives home is about 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So he drove it home 45 minutes, and then we had to go pick up his truck 45 minutes away to come pick up the Mercedes that broke. And then he's going to have to put it on his trailer and bring it back that 45 minutes to fix the brake line.
Yeah. My pitch just that it broke, though. The rest is like whatever. That's just part of it.
Okay. But I feel like that's underlying. The people need to know.
Yeah.
You're not giving them any deets.
The car's black.
There we go.
It has a red interior.
What do you think it smells like?
Luxury. And diesel fuel.
Here we go.
It's also loud.
It is loud.
Yeah, it's also missing the headliner.
I don't think I've been in it while it's driving before.
It's actually pretty nice inside when it's driving.
Oh.
Besides the smell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a 1984 Mercedes. It's old. And super cool. My peak would have to be, trying to think if I have anything besides the weather.
I was really trying to think of something else besides the weather, but my brain was numb.
Well, the weather is also just so good.
And since then, it's still numb.
There's a Linkin Park song called Numb. I don't know how it goes.
I've become so numb.
Is that one?
Feel you. Yeah.
One thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme. Something about time.
You don't know how it goes, and you're just gonna
I know.
put the whole rap on this
I didn't know
podcast?
which one it was. And also, just so everybody knows, that's impressive what I just did. Because I don't know the lyrics to any songs.
Right. But if you reach back into a time earlier than about 15-year-old James, you can get him to know
there's some
words to
there's
songs.
some pretty good songs in there.
Yeah. I don't know if they're pretty good.
I need to find the Wild Wild West soundtrack.
I don't think it would be hard.
I've tried before.
It's
not
probably
easy.
on YouTube.
I think it's on Amazon.
Okay.
Anyway, my peak is the weather. I wore shorts yesterday. That was really cool. Is this boring you?
There's a steamy truck outside.
Ooh.
It's going.
I don't think that's steam.
It's probably on hydraulics.
Ooh, yeah, hydros. Yeah, the weather's been really nice. And like it was 70, almost 80 yesterday. I wasn't even sweating though.
It wasn't humid.
It wasn't humid and it was breezy. It felt great.
Also, it had been cloudy and rainy for so long before the sun came out, so it felt even crazier.
Yeah, I was even willing to accept if I got burnt.
I think the city was at the highest energy it's been at since the Super Bowl.
Yes. So I went downtown last night.
Oh, what?
There was that Bachfest, right?
Bachfest.
Also FC game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I went down there to have dinner and could not park.
How did you park?
I ended up finding one random spot.
Wow.
Yeah. I saw people walking around. I'm like, what is going on? Also being nice out. It was like still 70 after the sun went down. So everybody's Saturday night having fun. Uh-oh, they're going to know we're doing this on Sunday.
We're filming the podcast the day before it comes out. And I can't express to you how messed up that is.
It's messed up.
James has got a load of work ahead of him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
But thank you.
He's shivering. He's so scared of the work.
It's my ADHD. I'm not shivering. Just tapping my foot. Yeah, it was bonkers downtown. But I ended up parking. And I got street parking, which was cheap.
Bro, I am so happy for you.
Thank you. I tried to go to that parking garage where Clay is going to park. Full. Full.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
I was a little.
Think of all the multiple activities for one area of the city. But I have another peak that I was going to say, and that I never wrote it down.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
I was going to bring it up.
I started Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if you all remember, but Kingdom Hearts, the whole Kingdom Hearts series came out on Switch, and I was really excited about it, and the date it came out was February 11th. And I was literally counting down the days.
Yeah.
Literally. So I downloaded it the day of, and I was ready to play, and Jim's like, no, we're watching animes right now, so we can't play that yet. So I so graciously waited for James. I mean, could I be nicer? No. Yeah. You don't have to answer that. Okay. And I played Kingdom Hearts yesterday for a few hours. It was really fun. At the beginning, I was like, this is stupid, I don't like it, and then I got into it, and I was like, oh wait, I like it.
It's going to get better. It's
already better. James missed some pivotal moments.
She keeps saying pivotal. She texted it to me. She's like, you missed some pivotal cutscenes.
Well, James went out to dinner last night. I stopped playing, and then I was like, well, should I keep playing? And then I did keep playing.
Yeah, which kind of hurt my feelings.
For real?
No.
I can go back.
I literally couldn't
I have
care
that
less.
old save I can use.
She already filled me in what's going on.
He truly missed some really important scenes where I was like, whoa, this is good now.
Really?
Yeah, like those scenes were when I was like, oh, this is good now.
Yeah, because you play as not Sora.
And I'm going to say they were pivotal.
Bless you. Yeah, I was going to bring it up if you didn't.
Also, as you know, we're learning French.
We?
Well, did you quit?
No, I said yes.
James messed up his streak and now he quit, I think.
I didn't quit.
He's probably not going to go back.
I am going to go back. I've only been going back. I keep doing the same 3 lessons because I struggled to learn.
If anyone's done Duolingo before, you get like little lessons. And there's a basics 1, my name is, and basics 2 as your first like 3 lessons. And then it just keeps going with more and more bubbles. Each bubble is like a little blip of information. So I've been working my way down them. James has been working on the same 3 for 2 weeks. And what's included in these lessons is like, my name is, how are you, I am a cat, this is a cat and a dog. And that's it. That's where it ends. There's no complexity. And he can't remember what he, she, you, and I am. So tell them on the podcast what they are.
He is IL.
Nice. Yesterday he didn't know that one.
No. She. L. L. E-L-L-E. I don't know how you say that.
I think it's like elle.
Elle.
Il is he.
Il. Elle.
You know these. I know you know these. Come on. We're all rooting for you. Everyone's screaming.
Hold on. Stop.
We're all clapping.
Stop. I can't think. I.
Nice.
Because I know j'adore.
That's the one you're pulling?
J'adore la lune.
Okay.
Luna.
Not je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle James.
Nice.
Thanks. Comment ça va?
Ça va. Et toi?
Très bien.
Nice. What's you?
You. What? I struggle.
I'm not trying to be dramatic by saying I just said it.
Ooh.
Like I just said it.
Wait. You said ça va. Et tu?
Toi.
Toi? I always do that for that one. I always do that. I mess that one up every time.
Yeah.
Toi.
What kind of... It makes me really surprised that you can't remember them because they are really close to Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like El and Ella. is Spanish, and it's like almost the same.
Mm-hmm.
The I one is different.
Je.
Yeah.
Je. Je.
Yeah, but I just thought you would have those in your back pocket.
Yeah, so I think I struggle to remember things in general, and I'm pretty sure, bless you, my brain, which is part of me, I'm not saying it's my brain's fault.
It sounds like you are, though.
It kind of is my brain's fault. Because in Duolingo, you can kind of cheat mentally. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I start to learn when they've been making me type it out. Because I'm like, I have to remember how to spell it. I can't just like the one with responses. It's like, how are you today? And one of the choices is like cats and dogs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, it's not that. I do know how to say like, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah.
But like the ones where you just have to repeat it, or like it'll say it in French and then you have to put the words in French. Mm-hmm. That's easy. You can cheat on that one, in my opinion, too. Like I have the options to pull from. And like certain ones just aren't it. So my brain kind of cheats and it doesn't try to remember too well.
Those definitely get harder as you go further into the lessons. Yeah. Like you're just in such a basic part that it seems really cheatable and easy.
Well, the basic part now makes me type a lot, which is nice because I have to remember.
Yeah, I was doing my Duolingo and a lot of mine is like speaking. And I was like, why isn't James getting any speaking ones? And it was like a full week of me asking why James isn't getting any speaking ones, and then I figured out he was only doing the first 3 lessons.
Over and over.
And I was doing the first 10 lessons.
Yeah, but I need to make sure I don't mess them up. I can still mess them up.
Yeah, but I mean, when you continue into the other ones, those 3 carry on.
Yeah.
Like you'll always have those. Yeah.
I'd rather just be really concrete, you know? I'm not sure that'll ever happen, though.
The same day I figured out that James was doing those 3 lessons, he had asked me, what do you think the chances are that we'll know French in a year?
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know. Low? Yeah. And then I figured out that he was doing the first 3 lessons and I didn't know what he and she was. And then I was like, no chance.
No, and
not even a chance.
And I disagree.
Really?
Yeah, because I said this, I was like, you're just going to learn it quicker. You'll just know it before the year. I still have a whole year. Like, you might get it there in like 8 months. That gives me 4 more months.
I'm also basing this knowledge off, we used to do this app called Elevate, which was like a brain workout, and we just stopped doing that. And that's what's going to happen with French.
Don't say that.
You've already skipped 2 days?
No.
Oui. Don't be.
That's what I was going to say. I have to say togepi in my head, though. That's what the level I'm on. You probably don't, but do you want to tell your funny childhood story?
Sure. We asked for a bunch of ideas from our Instagram followers on what we should talk about on the podcast.
Follow us on Instagram.
Huh?
Follow us on Instagram.
Oh, yeah. Follow us on Instagram. Also, leave a comment down below if you have an Instagram. Put your handle.
Everybody?
Well, what's the harm?
I guess there's no harm.
There we go. Someone asked us to talk about embarrassing childhood stories. Unfortunately, my memory is not so good in that area. And my mom and sister are going to watch this and be like, Lee, what about all these 15 stories? And I'm going to be like, good idea. But they're not here right now,
nope,
are they?
They're not.
I only have one.
From your whole childhood.
So I moved around a lot as a kid.
Connecticut,
Ohio, between the two. A few times, and I moved to Cincinnati before 6th grade, and I was a new kid in 6th grade, which I was pretty comfortable being the new kid. Not like it was fun, but like I'd been there before. And I also was a big SpongeBob fan. SpongeBob fan. Good show.
I just don't see that.
Like, I don't see it in me anymore either, but it really suited my personality when I was little.
I could see the humor being there.
It's the humor and like the quirkiness of it, you know? Unfortunately, I had to use that word. I don't like the word quirky.
Why? Because it's you?
Because people always call me quirky, and I'm like, that's stupid, dude. I went to school in a SpongeBob shirt, like I usually would, and someone made fun of me. I don't remember being made fun of. I really only remember the story because my mom remembers it. So shout out to my mom. Hey, Mom. I came home from the bus with a little zip-up hoodie zipped all the way up to my neck with my head down, I guess. And the way my bus stop worked is like I had to walk down a little over a block to get home, and my mom would come meet me sometimes. She saw me and she was like, Lee, did someone make fun of your SpongeBob shirt? And I was looking at the ground and I just nodded and said nothing. And she said, we'll get rid of that tonight. And we did. We put it right in the Goodwill bag that night. I don't remember getting made fun of. But it must have had
What did it look like?
It was just the like yellow shirt with his face on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know the one.
Yeah.
I remember at least 2 times being embarrassed, maybe 3. And it was the first day of kindergarten, and we were all sitting in, like, on this rug that was a square, and I think we were, like, talking about ourselves or something like that, and I was on the corner of the rug, and I farted, and everybody laughed, and I didn't laugh. I didn't know farts were funny yet. So I was like, what's so funny? And I don't know how or why I remember it. I think it's just because that's the first time you're ever in public and like everybody's laughing at something you did. And I'm like, okay. And I guess it also just depends on your parents if you find out if farts are funny or not, or if you think farts are funny or not. I shouldn't even say find out.
It definitely depends on your parents.
Yeah.
I always thought farts were funny.
I think they're funny.
Did your parents think they're funny?
I don't know.
You don't
Mom? Another one, I guess I didn't get embarrassed, but I was afraid to. Both of them took place in the library. I used to have Velcro sandals, and I would want to tighten them because I had like narrow feet, and I thought it was more appropriate to unvelcro them really, really slow so nobody could hear me unvelcroing my shoes. And like I can still imagine watching each little Velcro hook
click,
and loop,
click,
yeah,
click,
like
click.
Coming off as I go to just when I could have just gone. But I didn't want to make any noise and bother anybody, which I still don't like to bother people. Really. I guess that's not embarrassing, but like I just didn't want to bother anybody. And then I don't think I even felt embarrassed on the last one, but it was in the library. And
you need to stay out of libraries.
Yeah, I know.
Leave a comment down below if James should stay out of libraries for the rest of his life.
I think the problem is they say, shh. And I'm like, okay. I think I need to be dead silent. Like, no disturbances. Because I was definitely a rule follower. And as I followed the rules this day, I asked to go to the restroom. And they said, wait until we're done. And I said, okay. And I couldn't. So I just peed my pants. I tried to wait. And then since they said, not until we're done, I didn't ask again. And I ended up peeing my pants, and they gave me some sweatpants for the day.
What's fun about this podcast is we can tell the same story more than once, and some people won't even know.
Yeah, I know.
Leave a comment down below if you knew.
I won't be commenting. I slightly remember, but...
it's like the time when I was talking about, have you ever pooped your pants? Have you ever peed your pants?
Yeah. That I don't remember being embarrassed, though. I was like, I peed my pants.
I think I already told a story about me being embarrassed. Because there was a time in high school I was in geometry class. And I was a freshman. I was in a sophomore class. I was the only freshman. You know the story? And the teacher was giving us homework. And she was like, you have to do your homework. You need to do the front and the back. If you don't do the back, you get a detention. You know the story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've told it on the podcast.
Yeah.
So we'll skip the rest.
Yeah, you're just going to have to dig into all the other podcasts to find it now.
Generally, I thought I did the back of my homework, but 2 pieces of paper were stuck together. I went in. I didn't do the back of the homework. I was the only one. She was like, oh, no, Lee, you got a detention. And obviously, I was the only freshman in the class, and I was kind of scared. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I've never had a detention before because I'm a goody two-shoes. And then I went to her room for detention. She was like, you can just stay here for like 5 or 10 minutes. I just needed to prove a point to the other kids in the class. I know you didn't mean to. I was like, why am I here and why does my mom have to pick me up because you wanted to prove a point? 1, I was embarrassed in class, and then 2, I was mad at her for the rest of the semester.
I thought of some other embarrassing stories for me.
All right.
Yeah, it's more just a lump sum. I I would never do homework. So every time we had homework to turn in, I had to explain why I didn't do my homework. And wouldn't necessarily lie, but like, it's just embarrassing being the kid who doesn't do his homework sometimes.
See, when you say I'm a rule follower, I feel like rule followers do their homework.
Yeah, well.
So I don't feel like you fall into that category.
No, so like.
Any longer.
Right, but I wouldn't, like, I was very polite and nice in class.
It disqualifies you.
I shouldn't have to do work outside of work.
See, a rule follower would not say that.
You mean sheep?
Correct. A rule follower is a sheep.
No, I was trying to break the mold. Just on that one rule. I think that rule was bad.
Okay, so you're not a rule follower. If you're trying to break the mold.
No, I follow all the rules but that one.
I hear you. You're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm still agreeing with me.
Leave it in the comments below if you think I'm a rule follower. But yeah, I was always embarrassed not turning my homework in.
I would be embarrassed.
Yeah. I still stand by that though.
I had a similar experience, kind of. I always did my homework.
Mm-hmm.
And then all my friends who didn't do their homework were like, let me copy your homework.
Yeah.
And I wasn't necessarily embarrassed, but I was scared.
It's scary.
It is super scary.
To get caught?
And I have plenty of rule breaker friends who are very comfortable breaking the rules. And I am very uncomfortable breaking the rules.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable. And my friends are like, just give me your homework and I'll copy it right on your desk.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there shaking, sweating, throwing up.
Ew.
Well?
Did you?
No. Nothing bad ever happened, but doesn't mean I wasn't nervous every single time.
I remember the first and only time I cheated on a test. It was in second grade. I was cheating on a math test. And I got caught. And I never cheated again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it scarred me for life.
I cheated a few times.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Just like stuff on my lap or on my hand.
Rule breaker. Yeah, I was blatantly looking at the other person's test.
Oh.
Yeah.
Copying from someone else.
Yeah.
I didn't really do that. I would usually set myself up, like little reminders and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I don't even think is that bad. That's just real life.
Yeah, but I don't know. School. We already talked about it. What else did we write down?
I wrote down any toys you wanted. You remember seeing on commercials being like, whoa, that's slick. I got to have that. And then I just wrote down commercials you remember that are funny or just stuck with you.
I always wanted a trampoline.
I always wanted a trampoline.
I feel like everybody wanted a trampoline.
I loved trampolines.
Yeah, I still love trampolines. We can get a trampoline and put it in the backyard.
I
knew she didn't want one.
They make me pee.
Oh, well. I also want to go to a trampoline park. I don't know if it's going to be with Lee.
I can't go.
Yeah.
We'll say strengthen my whatever pee wall.
Yeah. Yeah, I do remember always wanting the trampoline. I remember wanting but accepting the fact that I didn't have a power wheel. I always wanted to drive one of those little like electric little car things around. I was fine that I didn't have one.
Same.
But I would take one. One of the toys I got that I always wanted was like, I remember begging for a scooter. Like when scooters first became a thing, I was begging for a Razor scooter. And I got one.
When I got my Razor scooter, it was so exciting.
So exciting.
My family used to go to this little cottage that a family friend had in Cape Cod. And my sister and I were out there. My mom was like, come on out. We got something for you. And she pulled out 2 Razor scooters. A red one and a green one. And I was so excited. And I let Sarah pick the color first. She picked red. And obviously, I wanted the red one. I got the green one, which was totally fine. I loved my,
which was totally fine.
loved my green one. We slayed on those scooters. Mostly me. Sarah isn't a total play girl. But I was. Eventually, I had 2 scooters.
What do you do with 2 scooters?
My friends can ride the red one.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember mine was silver with orange wheels and like orange text and stuff. And
I liked the orange ones.
handlebars.
Those are cool.
The foamy grips.
Me too.
Yeah, I loved that thing.
And dang, the like burns I would get on my feet, or how hot the brake would get.
Yeah.
Holy guacamole.
I didn't experience that.
What?
I think we wore different shoes.
I would go barefoot.
See, that's why I didn't experience
I was at the
that.
beach.
That's true. Yeah, I never had that experience.
Never ever?
No.
You never rode barefoot?
No.
Bro, are you even a kid?
Yeah, well, no, I'm not now, but like I was.
Wow.
Yeah.
Grace carries a scooter around in her
I've seen
in her
it.
car, and man, when I get to ride that, I love it.
We can just get scooters.
We should get scooters. Like, I like my longboard and all, but scooters are a different story.
Yeah, they have brakes, handlebar.
Yeah. Like, I can seriously casually ride.
Yeah.
The longboard, I'm like, I could still die.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, I can barely stop.
Yeah. I did tricks on my scooter though.
I did like little jumps, but I didn't do any.
I tried to see how high I could jump.
Yeah, that's not my vibe.
I know you played with a skip it.
Mm-hmm.
So did I. I was really good. Also, skip-its are they hurt.
They hurt bad.
Like it's
They
this
hurt
plastic
so
ring
bad.
just going around your ankle.
A heavy weight on the end.
And you're swinging it around. Yeah.
Were you into rollerblading?
Yeah, I was.
Like, am I going through puberty? I don't understand what's going on with my voice.
Guess so.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I really liked rollerblading, but as an adult now, I think roller skating is way cooler.
Yeah.
I remember going to like Castle Skateland, and I was like, yeah, rollerblades are what's up. No, skates are what up.
I don't feel like I had any preference. I had rollerblades, but I also had roller skates I could put on my shoes, which I liked equally.
In my mind, rollerblades
Sounds like you're about to sing.
It does it?
When you said in my mind.
In my mind. Rollerblades were faster because they were like streamlined, but I'm not sure that's true anymore. I was also a kid. I love roller skating. I think it's so fun and has such a good vibe. You want to go?
Go?
Roller skating.
The thing about me roller skating somewhere is they always give me the garbage roller skates because my feet are small.
Yeah, I'm sure it goes both ways because I think that happens sometimes when your feet are big too.
I get like the plastic wheels that are like, and they don't even skate smooth.
Buy some skates.
I've thought about it, but like, I don't need another hobby.
You can ride
Okay,
them
I'll
out
get
here.
them.
You can use them out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, it also is like that thing like me getting an old Beetle, you know? Like, of course I would get roller skates.
Yeah, but also if you want to do it, you should.
Yeah. Okay. Any commercials that stick with you?
I can't remember them particularly. It's just all those 90s, like, wow, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Mom, pizza rolls. Like, I remember pizza roll commercials.
Wow, blah, blah, blah.
And, like, the kids coming in, they're like, pizza rolls.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
And the mom's like,
Yeah. Pizza rolls. Get them. I don't know what they are.
I've got sock 'em boppers.
Rock'em sock'em.
Sock 'em boppers,
yeah,
sock 'em
yeah.
boppers. More fun than a pillow fight.
Yeah.
And then the moon shoes, like,
Yeah.
so dumb.
Yeah.
Even as a kid, I was like, these things don't do anything.
I agree. I wasn't excited for those.
Which is not good.
I feel like they were trying to trick you into like trampoline vibes.
And I remember plenty of like little doll commercials where the doll goes down the water slide, and I was like, that's slick.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The little pet shop commercials with the little like plastic animals.
Yeah.
I always liked those. I was a really cute toy. I was into cute toys.
Wasn't there a Polly Pocket song?
I don't know. There was a song for like Barbie bikes. I don't remember what it was, but it used to be stuck in my head all the time. It would torture me.
There was a lot of laser tag commercials too.
I don't remember that.
I do.
But we were also in different areas.
Yeah. Also, like guy brain. I wanted to play laser tag.
The little like robot dogs.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
I had one. It was very underwhelming.
Very underwhelming.
Very underwhelming. Furbies.
Furbies. I forgot about
I don't remember
this.
the commercials, but yeah, I had one.
Do you ever take the batteries out?
No.
We did.
Why?
I think sometimes they just wouldn't go to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You have to like put it to
Maybe
sleep.
I did then.
And I think we ended up taking the batteries out sometimes because we were done. And like, it's like, yo, sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no. Yeah. God, technology. There's literally been radio in my ears the whole time.
Wow. I remember the like moon sand commercials.
Yeah.
And the like little easy bake oven commercials, and they'd like put the frosting, and they'd be like, "Ooh, I made perfect little cookies with a light bulb."
Yeah. How do they do that though?
How do they do that? Shrinky dinks, little like bracelet crafts and stuff.
What the heck is the point of a shrinky dink?
Shrinky dinks are fun. It's like making a little keychain and charm. So like I get it.
I remember those little beads you put on a grid and then iron them.
I did those a lot.
You know what I liked? What is it called? Like Bright Light or whatever?
Yeah.
I think that thing was so cool.
I had that. I loved it.
Yeah, it was the coolest thing. That'd be
Night
cool.
Bright?
Something.
What is it?
Leave it in the comments below if you know what it's called. But yeah, like that'd be cool now because you could just make designs and like have it glow in your room at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you could just make a smiley face if you're feeling good or a frowny face if you're feeling bad. And you would get
the paper and then punch it through the paper. Yeah.
They also made like a 4-sided one.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
I think it was like a cube.
I feel like they can make it even sleeker now.
Yeah. I thought that thing was so cool.
What do you think about lava lamps?
I think they're cool.
Okay.
I don't really get them though.
Yeah, I'm not a big lava lamp lover.
I don't love how hot they get.
Right.
I think they're cool though. I recently got a salt lamp. Thanks, Mom.
I love the salt lamp because James falls asleep with the lights on, and the salt lamp is much better light to shine through.
I fell asleep last night because Gus wasn't coming into my room. So I left the door on and the light on, and I was sitting waiting, and then I fell asleep. And then he like walked in at like 2. He's like, he was at the bottom.
I heard him come up and I was like, that sounds like just Gus.
He was at the bottom of the steps and I was like, fine, dude. And I walked to my room and like laid in bed and I was like, he'll come up. And then he never came up and I fell asleep. I don't know what he was doing.
He didn't come up that late.
No, I don't remember. I just remember being asleep and waking up and he came in.
I remember hearing him and I'm like, they didn't recently go downstairs.
No.
And that sounds like just Gus.
It was just Gus.
He walked really slow.
I don't know what he was doing. He was weird last night. I let him out. I mean, we're on a tangent now, but like I let him outside to go to the bathroom and he was taking so long. Look at that bird. He was taking so long. And then I was like, Gus, and he ended up just being laying in the middle of the backyard, yeah. Which he's never really done at night.
But the thing about you letting him out at that time is James will go up to bed after letting Gus out, and then Gus will bang on the door and bang on the door so that James will let him out. This was the second time he let him out.
Yeah.
After he had gone to bed, and he chose to lay outside on the ground.
Yeah. In the middle it was literally midnight. And he decided to go in the backyard and lay in the grass. Yeah. Which sounds great. It was nice out. I wish he would hang out in the backyard usually. Do you want me to ask you some questions?
Sure.
Lee loves questions.
I don't know about that.
What's something that interests you that most people haven't heard of? Next.
Most people haven't heard of?
Like something you think like you're interested in, but a lot of people don't have an interest in or like know much about. Oh, I can think of one for you. You want to hear it?
Okay.
Like sustainability.
Okay.
Yeah, you know a lot about it, and not a lot of people do.
Sure.
And you're super into it.
Yeah, I am into it. I would also say like small fashion brands. Even like small artists and creators. I know people who listen to the podcast are into that, but people around me don't know anything about small creators and small businesses.
What stereotype do you completely live up to?
Quirky artist?
Yeah, probably. You do art, huh? Yeah.
My nightmare.
You're like, unfortunately, I do.
Literally, when I meet people, I do not tell them what I do.
Yeah.
And if they ask me, I will try to avoid it.
What do I do? Who am I to say? How's your day?
I'll say stuff like, oh, I just have like some stuff online I do.
Yeah. But the problem with that is,
I'll be like, what?
I ask more. I would absolutely.
Some people don't. Some people are like, oh, she probably manages like someone else's social media or something. I don't want to lie, but I also don't want to tell them.
Right. I get that.
I do not want to answer questions.
No questions, please.
I literally, sometimes I'll just say it and I'll be like, I don't want to talk about it.
So funny. I don't want to answer questions. Hey, Lee, another question.
Yeah, I already thought that. Keep up.
Do you have any scars?
I have one on my foot. Right there.
Yeah.
I've told you about this scar. It's on the top of my foot. I've had it since I was literally like 3. We used to have those cars that you use your feet.
The little red and yellow one?
Yeah, you use your feet to make them go. And my sister pushed me down the driveway. And my feet went backwards. I'm sorry. And it dragged down the driveway. I've had this scar on my foot forever.
I have a dumb scar.
Yeah, you do.
I have a scar on my index finger.
And on the palm side.
On the palm side, from like the bottom section, starting into my hand. And the callus is covering up part of the scar now.
That's sick.
It's so sick. I was just doing, regular outdoors things where I had a stick and I put a razor blade in one end of the stick because I thought it'd be cool. And it was cool. And then I grabbed the razor blade end with my hand.
Like what?
On accident.
On accident?
Yeah.
You grabbed a blade.
Yeah, that was in a stick. And then I ran down the street to my friend's house because his mom was a nurse. All we did was put a Band-Aid on it. But like that was just a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
I literally cut my whole finger open.
Yeah.
Like to the where you see weird stuff. And you see this one?
Mm-hmm.
I have another one. I opened my dad's pocket knife with my teeth. He was in the shower.
Why?
I wanted to check out the knife. So I opened it with my teeth. And then I remember playing with it. That's so bad as a kid.
So bad.
But it was like really hard to open. So also when you closed it, it kind of went like, and I closed it on my finger and I cried so much. Yeah. So I think those are like my 2 biggest scars. I also have chickenpox scars. I got chickenpox twice.
I have chickenpox scars
How
too.
dumb is that?
I have another scar on my elbow. See?
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
It is for how long? Like, I feel like scars like that usually fade away.
So I was like 13 or 14, and I was on my green scooter, I think, or maybe I was on my friend's scooter. Anyways, I hit a rock and I fell hard and just scraped my whole elbow and arm on the ground. It was a big wound and I had to scooter home, whatever.
Wound.
It was a wound. Like, it was gushing and big. Like, you couldn't just put a Band-Aid on it. Mm-hmm. You needed to wrap the arm. Anyways, I went to the beach shortly after that, and I was swimming and whatever, and I was like, dang, my elbow kind of hurts. And then I got out of the water, and there was legit a sharp shell stuck inside the wound, like a curved little shell, and I took it out, and it just reopened it and made the wound way deeper and bigger. So now gross. I still have a scar there.
Huh.
Yeah.
We should talk about what we're grateful for, but last thing, I have a scooter story. I got one of those electric scooters.
I had electric scooter.
Yeah. And it had snowed the night before.
And then you were like, let me get out my scooter?
I decided I will decide if we should have a snow day or not. If I can ride my scooter around the neighborhood. So I was just going down the road and I hit the brakes and fell completely sideways and like broke the bottom of my scooter and everything.
Dang.
Yeah, it still drove afterwards, but like the plastic like cover stuff was all broken up. We had a school day or a snow day. Yeah. So I was right.
Cool.
And I was like, good call. I wrecked on my scooter earlier. Oh, so stupid.
I've never heard that story.
I know exactly where it happened, and I know exactly what it looked like when it happened.
I
like
love
I can
that.
envision it perfectly. Oh, that was a good question with the scar stuff. I think those are the only scars I have, though.
I have tons of scars.
I have a tons.
I have tons of scars. I have them all over my hands.
Right now, look, our hands are both beat up right now.
My hands are always beat up, but before I even started climbing, I always had cuts and scars on my hands.
Same. Mine ended up more down here because car stuff.
Mine are just on my hands for no reason.
Interesting.
A pencil?
Mm.
What am I doing?
Ow!
Ow, this paintbrush is really hurting me.
I was painting a bunch today. You know how it is.
Cuts.
Shredded. Yeah, so Lee, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for longer days. I did this one recently, but
that's such a good one.
Yesterday and this whole week, I feel like we can get more done.
Yeah.
More efficiently because the days are longer and they feel at a very good length right now.
Yeah. I'm interested with the new studio, what it'll look like at night inside.
Yeah.
I definitely think we can make it brighter than it is. It'll definitely be brighter than this. But
yeah.
No, that's a good one. I love these longer days. Like they're at to the point now where I don't feel bad it's getting dark too early.
Right.
Like we're finally like there.
Like we could take a walk after work at this point.
Yeah, and the sun's still out a little.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be grateful for, it reminded me earlier, those really nice days, almost like when it's really hot out in summer, but like there's those big poofy clouds and they're just like going across the sky and like you can see like the sun like changing and stuff. I really like that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I also like the relief you get from a cloud, you know? Like those hot days where you're like, please stay a little longer, cloud. I like that feeling.
Mm-hmm. I like to beg clouds for stuff.
Please, cloud.
I need a new scooter.
No. What? I wrecked my scooter on the last snow day. Please help me.
The cloud just leaves.
No.
My next grateful thing is Grace and James. I just had a shop update and it could have been my biggest shop update ever.
Could have.
It might be. Just so many orders and so much work. Like I physically and mentally could have never done it by myself. And to have two people's help. Grace has come a couple days and James has worked not as much as I want him to, but he's definitely helping me. Is he as fast as me? No.
Oh, no. Lee's really good at packing orders. Wait, I didn't say what I'm grateful for now.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful for... You're not excited to hear what it is? Tell me the truth.
I'm excited. I'm just resting my eyes.
Oh, nice. I'm really grateful for when I feel 100% healthy. Because right now, my throat feels scratchy and my nose is runny. Lee's saying because the weather changed.
Mm-hmm.
So I appreciate like how often I don't have a headache or a scratchy throat
You have
or
a
a runny
headache?
nose. No. But I remember...
Do you have a headache right now?
No. No. I don't.
Good.
But somebody was talking about headaches recently. But
Me.
I'm just happy that I don't have headaches all the time. Like imagine if you just had a headache all the time.
Mm-hmm. Sarah.
Oh, I remember why I'm thinking that. Somebody posted like, be thankful for when you feel good. And I always am thankful for when my whole body feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Because like...
It's the best.
Yeah, and you don't realize it until you have a headache and you're like, man, I miss feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to take advantage of when I feel super healthy in like I don't have to think about how my body feels. I'm just enjoying the day.
It's my favorite when I go to bed and my nose isn't stuffy and I can just breathe through it.
Yeah.
What a life that is, you know?
Last night I didn't have that luxury.
I did have that. And
Really?
I was surprised.
I also took a big risk last night and slept
Whoa.
with both my windows open.
I slept with one window. Did you hear the rain last night?
Yes.
I had to shut it. It was so loud.
It woke me up.
It woke me up.
And I don't wake up from rain.
No, you don't. That's
No.
why I was wondering if you woke up.
I woke up from that.
Yeah, it was like...
Yeah. Torrential.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
monsoon. Yeah. I'm thankful for feeling good.
Yeah, that's not good. I'm thankful for walks.
Mm.
I love going outside. I love how easy walks are, but still make you feel good, like you exercised a little bit. They just make my brain feel clearer, and I get to leave the house and smell some stuff and look at stuff. I love it.
Must be nice being able to smell.
Yeah, James can't smell.
Once again,
I mean, it's a lot of bad smells.
I've said this before, but it's not COVID related. I just can't smell well.
No pee on the pod.
Yeah, no C either. The last thing I think I will be grateful for is Lee has only heard this a couple times from me now.
Oh, brother.
But what the heat does to Gus and his energy levels.
Oh.
He has gone from being an hour-long walk dog who likes to play for 2 hours after the walk to a 30-minute walk dog who, I'm going to try to say this word, begrudgingly walks behind us for the last 30 minutes. And then comes inside and goes to sleep.
This is my favorite way you've said it before.
Oh, yeah, I'm saying it with a lot of passion.
The way James's mind works is just like he thinks about the same thing over and over and over and just says it almost the same way every time. Yeah. So every single walk he'll look at me and he'll say, "You know what I think?" And then I have to respond because he won't say unless I affirm that he should speak. Yeah. And he says, "I think Gus is going to be a really good dog when it's hot."
I say he's going to be such a good boy.
And I can't express how many times I've heard it because there's no way I would be able to count that.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I can't count that high.
I really feel it though. So
I can count pretty high.
How high do you think?
Like high.
Like 1,000?
Yeah.
Wow. I must have said it a lot. But I feel it so much, and I always, I'm so thankful for it. Because like last night when I went to dinner, how much noise did he make?
None.
I
gave him a Kong unannounced, like he didn't ask me for it.
What time is it now? 11:30? Where's
Nothing.
Gus?
He's silent.
He's a sleepy sleep.
Yeah.
The whole backyard laying down thing's so weird, though.
So weird. He's never done that.
It made me worried.
He's also not a roller. Like, he doesn't roll in the grass. He doesn't lay in the grass. He barely likes to walk in it.
Yeah. I think he just wanted to be outside and lay down. It's nice out.
I think he just, he really likes to bang on the door and then leave.
Yeah.
So I think he got out there and he was like, "Wait a second, I'm tired."
So what I do, I'm like, "Okay, lead the way, mister. I want out of the room." And so we walked out of the room. He looked at me. He's like, "Now what?" I'm like, "Go." He's like, "Okay." And he goes to the top of the stairs. He's like, I'm like, "Do whatever you want." And then he walked downstairs, like looked in the kitchen. He looks at me again and then walks to the back door. And I'm like, "You want to go outside?" He's like, "Sure." I don't know what he wants. And then I also don't want him tearing up the door anymore. Mm-hmm. So it's fine. But I'm grateful that he has become exhausted. And I'm hoping this spring and summer will then transform him into the good boy he will be.
It just gives you more time for his training, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And also he can see the rewards of being a good boy.
Reap the rewards.
Reap them. What's that mean? I know what it means, but like...
Grim Reaper?
Because there's also a Grim Reaper.
I guess that's what he does.
You collect the rewards. He collects souls.
He collects Grims.
Reapers.
Grimoires.
You know what show I liked? What's it called? Black Butler?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you really liked that show.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay.
I liked the
butler?
No.
The kid?
No. The guy with the jokes. The Undertaker.
I don't remember.
You had to give him a joke to come in or something. He liked jokes. And he was funny.
Yeah, I don't think I would ever rewatch that show.
All right, everybody. That's going to end it. We need a lot more comments down below. We told a lot more stories.
We need comments, please.
Oh my gosh. I'm not above begging. So please leave a comment down below about anything.
And what's crazy about it is I keep asking the clouds for comments, and I haven't seen one comment from a cloud.
You ask the clouds because you're
Well,
begging
I ask
to the
the
heavens.
clouds anything.
Leave it in the comments below if you have ever
Asked the clouds for something.
Are we talking like prayer?
I'm talking about the cloud, nothing beyond that.
Okay, nothing beyond or before, just clouds. I would also like to ask for everybody to go to Spotify and give us a 5-star review. Let's see if we are a 5-star
Yeah,
podcast.
let's see if we're really a 5-star
continue
podcast.
doing this podcast.
I love threatening them. We are at 5 stars, 210 reviews.
210 reviews.
I didn't even know we had that many viewers
Wow.
or listeners.
Even with our terrible last podcast?
Man, oh man, I'm sorry about that one.
We are so sorry, everybody.
James actually didn't think it was that bad.
Not that bad, but it's also not doing very well.
But
so
man, did I think it was boring? Yes.
yeah, you definitely did.
This one might be less boring.
Also, like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, tell everybody you've ever met in your entire life about the podcast.
If you think anyone you know would like this pod,
Ooh,
call them.
can we recommend another song and actually post it on our story this time?
Sure.
Okay, I would like to recommend.
What is it, nighttime?
Okay, I would like to recommend Train Gazing, one word, by Sam Willis and Honey Moonsey.
Go.
Your turn.
I have to recommend a song too?
Yeah, I just was surprised you weren't looking at like Spotify or anything.
I thought you just wanted to recommend one song.
No, 2.
Okay.
While she's doing that, oh, did you find one?
Yeah, I want to recommend Popstar by Coco and Claire Claire.
Do I know it?
I've been playing it. This is your disrespectful.
Yeah, you do like this song a lot. It is also nighttime now, apparently. Like, we look so different.
Oh, I can actually see the screen.
Correct. It's so easy for my eyes to be open. This is the most awake I've been at the end of a podcast ever. That's my shirt. From like 6 years ago.
He shrinks all his shirts and then I get them.
I hung dry this.
Looks good.
Thanks.
If you ever put it in the dryer,
I know.
it's mine.
I know. Like, look at it right now. This is
Mhm.
hang dried. Hung dry? Hang dry? I'm going to buy one of those drying racks like you have.
Allie said she wants one too.
Yeah.
I want the bamboo one.
Uh,
How about you buy the bamboo one and I'll give you my metal one?
why?
Come on, bud. Do me a solid.
But I'm worried because you want the bamboo one. and
I just
you're
like the way it
smart.
looks.
Yeah, I don't want a metal one. Allie would take it.
Yeah, she would.
Okay. That's it, everybody. The next time you see us, we're going to be right here. So.
My mom gave me my drying rack, but she got a bamboo one.
Oh, man. That
See?
trickster.
And I'm going to do the same thing.
They call them hand-me-downs?
Ham-gee-gowns.
Hand-me-downs?
Hand me those gowns.
Ma'am.
Goodbye. Thank you for watching.
The never-ending podcast.
Happy to have you here.
Yeah, happy March.
Bye.
Bye. Literally listening to the radio this whole podcast.
I can't believe you kept the headphones on.
I can't believe I could speak.